Good morning, and thank you for joining us on the Jawalog once again. If this is your first time, welcome. We're going to try the continuing of the different format today with watching another short film. Now, this is the director who had stated this review or video needs to stay private. So I guess this video will not be coming out right when I record this, being 5/17/2020. But hopefully you'll see this at some point in the near future, and these reviews, commentaries, whatever, can be enjoyed, appreciated, whatever. You know, I know how much you all enjoy me at that time. Don't forget you can support me through the various channels I have linked below, including the Lynchian app, which is a digital cryptocurrency wallet, which includes or offers interest rate on your USDC cryptocurrency. So if that's something you're interested in and would like to take advantage of, please check out that link. It helps me out. It doesn't actually cost anything to participate with Lynchian app right now, as they are trying to get crowdfunded. But yeah, check it out if that at all interests you. Cryptocurrency is a new thing to me. Perhaps it's something you'd like to get into as well. Also the Catch app and merchandise, my Patreon, and various things down there as well. So thank you very much for that. If you do, if you can support, it is appreciated, and help support the work I do here, or the Game War channel, or the Butterbeard channel. All the things I do artistically, possibly supported by you. So thank you. But without further ado, we're going to move into the short film Catharsis by, I believe it's Thisen Umagiliya. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on the pronunciation. I apologize for that pronunciation. But I appreciate you opening up your short film to me, and we're going to take a look. It's about 30 minutes, so this might take a little longer than the usual podcasts we have, but we're going to see how it goes. So, without further ado, we'll switch over, and we're going to start the short film. Here we go. I don't expect to be stopping this constantly, but I want to say the music here, I understand the purpose of it, but it's a little overpowering. It's taking too much, and it's not strong enough to be taking such precedence in this film. I feel like I recognize the stock track. It feels very stock-like. It doesn't have a whole lot of depth. There's some layers there, a little ambient track. Maybe that's even a different track, I'm not sure. And the heavy piano, which is so tinny that it kind of loses its weight. It doesn't have the bass that to provide the impact into your soul, the fear, the feelings inside your body. It lacks that. It lacks the strength. So when you have music that doesn't hit it, you either got to replace it with something better, or you got to let it be in the way back. Let it seep into the viewer's consciousness rather than hitting them over the head with the music that's not very good. But let's continue.
Hello.
Hello. පුතා මම ඔයාලට සෙනසුරාදා එනවා කිව්වට එන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මොකද ඔෆිස් එකේ වැඩ ගොඩක් කොට ගිහලා ඩිලේ වෙලා තියෙන වැඩ ටික. ඒද තව දවස් දෙක තුනක් යාවි මං එන්න නම්.
හරි. මේ ගෙදරින්නත් පොඩ්ඩක් පාළුයි අනිත් එක මේ ටිකක් බයක් හිතෙනවා මෙහෙට වෙලා ඉන්න.
ඔයාලට කෑවද?
ඔව් ඔව්.
ඔයාගේ බැංක් account එකට සල්ලි වගේක් දැම්මා. ඒ ටික ගන්න. මොකද මං පරක් වෙනවා එන්න.
හරි හරි මං මේ හිටු දෙයට ගන්නවා.
හරි. එහෙනම් මං තියනවා. good night.
good night.
I'm not sure what those papers were supposed to reveal. They were upside down, and I couldn't read them quickly enough to figure out what that bold text was saying. What was I going to say? This is a pretty huge house for people that seem very normal. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm getting a wrong sense of the house. The wood stonework. What does that even mean? The stonework behind him, the wrought iron window or door covering stuff. It looks like a very rich person's house. Which, I mean, it looks like a castle, actually. But maybe that's construction of more typical of Indian homes. I'm not sure. I've been in an Indian home in Punjab, and it didn't look anything with that kind of stonework. But all the same, the characters are dressed, or this character is dressed like a normal person, but the house itself doesn't fit their attire, in my opinion. But let's keep going. Maybe that's explained why the house is so gigantic, which it seems gigantic.
It's been a while. So, how's your story going? It's going pretty well, actually. Never thought you'd be concerned.
Not that I am. Just wanted to know if you're still hanging on to this pathetic bullshit.
It's not pathetic. It's important. It's very important. To me. And I know you'll always be walking around trying to steal my spot. But here's a fun fact. You never will. Don't you just look at yourself and think how pathetic you are? You should be worried about yourself instead. I'm just happy with who I am. God, you're making me sad. So,
Interesting. Now, I was not in love with that performance. I think the dramatic performance was good. I think the evil or negative side of him was not so strong. But it was a valid and valiant effort at that. I'm not sure I could do better at doing both of those either. But I didn't fully get into his character being the bad side. But I was totally into his character being the good side, and this is important to me. That seemed totally believable. I even a little stilted in the acting at moments. I think it was really well done, really well conveyed that this is important to me. Very well done. I'm getting a very Lynchy vibe from this. David Lynch, film director from this. Kind of Lost Highway-ish, although I might just be biased because that's my favorite David Lynch. I might just say like, oh yeah, it's Lost Highway. Yeah, that's that one. It's good. She's terrific. She's the one. Oh, but that's Mulholland Drive. Fuck. Anyways, yeah, I'm getting some definite strong David Lynch vibes off this film, and I like it. I'm liking that.
How's the singing going, by the way?
Not bad. The high notes are still an issue though.
Don't worry. Pretty sure you'll nail it.
Still nervous though. Also, school starts in 2 weeks. And the competition's in a month.
It'll be alright. Just don't think of the worst that would happen.
I try not to. I mean, we all try not to, don't we? But if there's something inside you that always says otherwise, I mean, it's annoying. But I never really end up doing what it says anyway. What are you drawing, by the way?
Just a doodle. Nothing that interesting.
Looks good though. Can I come over tomorrow?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I just want you to check out how I sing.
Cool. I'd love to, but why not now?
Not now, my voice is lost.
I will help you find it.
Very funny.
Okay, so how are you going to go home today?
Mom's coming.
Not with anyone else?
Now, I don't know if that was improv at that last moment with him, but that was the best moment of that scene. His acting went down with her acting. They were trying to, I don't know, match each other or something, which is good. It's good that an actor tries to match the energy he's getting. But if it's bad energy, it's not working. I didn't believe her performance in many ways. It just felt very flat. His performance has depth and has places to go, and she didn't deliver. Maybe she can, maybe she can't, I'm not sure. But she didn't deliver on that scene, thus hurting his own performance, trying to match her energy, which wasn't really there. It was kind of just flat. I wasn't... It seemed like there's a romance there, but I really didn't get a sense of too much there. Could also be a cultural difference. I know relationships and building relationships is different in India than it is here, but all the same, it felt very flat for my opinion. Some really nice cinematography, though. I mean, I maybe that was the first shot that was like that, but that was nice. I love layers. Layers are always great.
Here, he had deposited 5,000, and here's your card.
Thanks.
It's alright, man. Here, but when is your dad getting back? It's already been a week now, man.
Even he's not exactly sure. It'll take a few days, it seems. Apparently there had been some delays.
May, we're going to have a barbecue party this Sunday. Will you come? It'll be Arthur.
Here?
Not here, man, in the rooftop. So, can you come?
I don't think so. I won't quite fit in with you guys. You know what I mean, right?
Ade, it'll be fun, man. Just come. Starts at 6:30.
Okay, we'll see. Yeah, I have to get going now. Okay?
Cool, man. See you. Bye.
The performances are getting more and more flat. I'm not sure if this film was shot out of order, and that's why, because they're newer to this, and the scenes aren't as powerful where they started shooting, and they got more powerful as they got to the end. That's I can understand that feeling completely. But they're not connecting. The two actors are really not connecting. There were moments, but they're really not there with each other during that scene. At least not in my opinion. They are not really responding to each other, and he's kind of flatly saying his lines. Maybe he doesn't like that guy in real life or something. I'm not sure. But there's just no connection there between those two characters who appear to be, good friends, come over to my house for a party. Didn't really buy it there. But let's see what's happening now.
How did you get here, by the way?
I came on my bike. මේ මෙතන පල්ලෙහා පාරේ ground එක ළඟ නවත්තලා ආවේ. කන්ද නගින්න ගියාම එපා වෙනවා. Okay, so then I'll get going now. Bye.
Hey, යෝක මගේ බයිසිකලේ. මොකද්ද? මගේ බයිසිකලේ. මේක මගේ බයිසිකලේ. ඔයගේ නම ලියලා තියෙනවද මේකේ?
වැඩ කරන්න එපායි මම මේක මෙතන තියලා මගේ යාළුවෙක් හම්බෙන්නයි ගියේ මෙතන නවත්තලා ගියේ.
මේ එක සැරේ කියන තමුසෙට මේක මගේ බයිසිකලේ. හොඳද? තේරුණාද?
අයියේ මේක මගේ බයිසිකල අනිත් එක අද පොයේ දවසක් නේ අයිසක.
අයිසේ පොයේ දවසක්. යම සිල් ගන්න. පාරෙන් යම සිල් ගන්න. යම.
බල්ලා
මොකද්ද තමුසෙ කිව්වේ? හා? මොකක් බල්ලා? ඔබ දන්නවද කාත් එක්කද මේ හැප්පෙන්නේ කියලා? හා?
That was a good bully character. I'm unsure why he parked his bike there when there looked like there was no reason he couldn't park it closer to his friend's house and just hop off his bike right there. But motivations movies need motivations, and there it was. So I didn't fully buy that scenario, but I liked the bully character. It seemed believable. He didn't speak English there, but his performance seemed very bullyish. I liked it. Oh, but I didn't like the way they broke into a fight. Like, the cut was good, but it I don't know. Let's go back.
බල්ලා මොකද්ද තමුසෙ කිව්වේ? හා? මොකක් බල්ලා? ඔබ දන්නවද කාත් එක්කද මේ හැප්පෙන්නේ කියලා? හා?
Yeah, no, his punch was way too pulled. You could see it. You could see the slowness of it. That's part direction and part cutting. Because if that's the best the actor can do for fear, then you gotta cut with that. But you gotta try to get the actor to just, but not obviously hit the actor, but just like, you gotta stop. Like, if the actor's here, you're like, full energy, you know? That way, it doesn't look like you're pulling your punches. You're almost hitting him, but you're not hitting him. It's taken, you know? So I didn't like that. I'm not like a fight expert, but I just didn't believe that punch. That is the same actor, right? I'm not wrong about that, right? But that was pretty good. The fighting wasn't great, but it was better. Good use of techniques. They weren't perfectly executed every time, but it wasn't bad. And I like the David Lynchy aspect of this, as long as that is himself he's watching. Like, just feels so interesting. I don't know where this film is going, but there's an interestingness in the fact that he's watching himself do these things. Well, just this one thing, but still, I feel like that's where we're going.
I think it's really good. I like the way you kind of describe everything.
Thanks.
Eh? Don't you have anything to drink? I'm so thirsty.
Yeah, let's go.
He's changed his look kind of drastically. It's made him look different, and it's not great. I kind of lose my sense of the character with this hair change and addition of glasses.
How long did classes take you today?
About 3 hours.
Why is
Hey,
nobody
this looks
talking?
cute. From where?
Dad got it. Can't remember from where exactly though.
It looks nice. May? I think you should publish it.
The book? Nah.
Why?
Nah.
Why would you even write something if no one's gonna read it?
It's not about who's gonna read it. It's like a confession.
තමුසේ පොඩි කතාවක් ලියලා ලොක් එක්ක වගේ කියවන්න හදනවනේ. කතාවක් කියවුවට පස්සේ ඒක එතනින් ඉවරයි. හායි මේ ඕකේ අගක් මුලක් හොයන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. මිනිසුන්ට වෙන වැඩ තියෙනවා. මේ යන් මට කතාවේ භාගයක් කියවන්නත් තියෙනවා. ලෑස්ති වෙන්නත් තියෙනවා.
Amy?
2 comments I have, and I think it relates to more than just this scene, but I'm not sure. There's an over-reliance on singles, and it's good that singles were shot, but when every scene is just, you talk, now 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 you talk, it gets very dull to watch. You're just like, oh, I guess we're cutting to her now. Now we're cutting to him. Now we're cutting to her. Now we're cutting to him. Now we're cutting to her. Now we're cutting to him. Like it's a formula, and it's not a formula. You use different shots. Maybe you don't even want, maybe you shoot the cell phone for some reason, just sitting on the counter. I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't have a reason, but you shot the coverage and now you cut to it and there's some visual interest in the scene you're cutting. And number 2 was the shakiness of the camera. Like, I totally get that we all don't have the greatest equipment, but the the handheldness of this movie is a little too much for what's going on. The action being shot is something a little more structured, and the shaky cam feels like it belongs in a movie that's less structured. A Blair Witch. I can't think of other good examples, but Blair Witch is the first one. Paranormal Activity. These are movies where shaky cam kind of makes sense, and it looks good. Or even action movies. You know, you're chasing the characters around, camera's shaky. But even those movies tend to use some kind of steadying feature. This movie doesn't seem to have any kind of steadying going on with its camera work, and it's kind of nauseating. A little bit. I don't know if it's someone like using a handy cam, so they got the whole this, whatever, this action. Just anything to balance the shot. Put it against your chest. Anything that can balance the shot a little more would be great here.
I'll close the door and come.
Bursting up above, the silhouette of dove, all the beauty rising hiding any traces of the burden we left behind. Living in a daydream by design. Ashes in the ground, daisies grow around. Other things will fall back, half a block from where our dreams were bound. Just turn around. Living in a daydream by design.
Come on. You gotta tell me. At least now.
Everything ages. Everything grows old. Snakes get bigger, stronger, and they shed their skin, abolishing it to perish into soil. Something that once gave them cover, protection, and identity is ultimately just disposed, to be replaced with another that awaits the same fate.
And how does that relate to you?
You're once again missing point.
There's no point. You're just yucking out bullshit, man. To hide the fact that you're afraid of something that you don't want to bloody accept.
Interesting.
The truth hurts, doesn't it?
The performances are a little too much and a little too drawn out. Maybe it's my reliance on the comedy side of things, that things should be faster and quicker, per Barry Sonnenfeld, but he's the director of Men in Black, if you didn't know. Sorry, just threw that out there. Barry Sonnenfeld, my best friend. Check out his interview on the Kevin Pollak Chat Show. I would recommend it highly to anyone interested in directing. I'm not sure how much I took from it, but just so interesting, especially in regards to Men in Black and Tommy Lee Jones. So check that out, Kevin Pollak Chat Show. Shout out to Kevin, because he's my best friend too, or something like that. No, but the performances here are a little drawn out. And I can see the kind of Indian melodrama of them, but it's a little too much. It's a little too much. I have a hard time questioning it. Like, it works in the context of the movie, but I'm not sure if the movie itself works in the context of the world or the performances. The movie I like. The movie's really great so far. But the characters kind of feel like David Lynch caricatures, honestly. Like the cowboy. And, none of these performances in these David Lynch movies were, like, astounding, but they hit the exact right level of creepiness. And these are kind of doing that, too, a little bit. It's not quite David Lynch style, it's not quite there, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's on the way, it's on the road to Lynchy.
Hello, කොහොමද ඉතින්? අපි තාම මතකද දන්නේ නැහැ.
හම්බෝ.
I'm sorry. The two fingers and who likes heavy metal really doesn't seem to work with this character. Like, maybe he does love that shirt, but this character does not seem like a character who enjoys heavy metal, and we haven't heard any heavy metal or anything close to it in this movie thus far. So the shirt just seems way off, but my comment.
Oh, දැකපු කාලා. මොකෝ ඉතින් වෙන්නේ? එන්න යන්න ඇතුළට.
අපි ඊයේ රෑ තමයි ආවේ. සෝරි අනේ වැඩි වෙලාවක් ඉන්න හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. දැන් මේ 7ට ලොකු තාත්තලා ගෙදර යන්නත් ලෑස්ති වෙන්න කිව්වනේ.
කොහෙද මේ මතුගම නේද?
ඔව්වනේ මේ හින්දන් යන්න පැය 3ක්වත් යනවා. මේ මං වල තෑග්ගක් ගෙනාවා. ඉතින් මොකෝ වෙන්නේ මේ දවස්වල? තාත්තා ගෙදර නැහැ?
නෑ මේ ඔෆිස් එකේ වැඩකට අවුට් ස්ටේෂන් ගිහින් තව දවස් 2-3කින් වෙන්නේ.
එහෙමද?
මේ මොකෝ ඉතින් එළියෙන් යන් ඇතුළට.
යන්න.
මේ මම වොෂ්රූම් එකට ගිහලා එන්න. කතා භාගය අදුරට කියෙව්වා. ලස්සනයි.
එහෙම අවුලක් නෑනේ.
අපෝ නේ. මම ආසයි ප්ලොට් එකට.
I am very confused now. Who was that guy outside of that house? Who was that girl? And now who are these two? I thought the guy was all the same. Obviously not the best friend guy, but
මම වල තෑග්ගක් ගෙනා.
Thanks.
මේ පැත්ත ගොඩක් වෙනස් වෙලානේ.
බිල්ඩින් හදනවා හැමතැනම.
තාත්තකෝ?
එළියට ගිහින්.
එහෙමද? අද අපි ලොකු තාත්තලා ගෙදර යන්න ඕනේ. අලුත් ගම අප්පා එපා වෙනවා. නිකන් ඉන්න නෑදෑ කියලා ඒගොල්ලෝගේ පස්සේ යන්න ඕනේ. ඒගොල්ලෝගේ ලොකුකම් අහන්න. පිස්සු.
Yeah, let's go inside.
Yeah.
she's pretty good. I liked her. She was much more natural in delivery, even not speaking English that I understood. I could tell her fluidity, it flowed much better than the I think it's a different actress. I'm really not sure. I'm now lost in terms of characters, but this happens a lot when there's characters that look the same. I tend to lose sight of who's who. Because this guy doesn't have a mustache and doesn't wear glasses. So I'm guessing they're different people. I'm very confused at this point. But classic Lynch, right?
Go away. Go away. You really want to do everything the hard way, don't you?
I'm getting... I hope this doesn't come off as an insult, but I'm getting a lot of Hayden Christensen vibes from the evil side of this actor. Like, trying to do the whole Anakin Skywalker, like, you turned her against me! Ooh, Simpsons. Haha, Simpsons. And is that Stranger Things? Looks like it says Stranger Things. I never seen Stranger Things, but I have seen Simpsons, so good on you.
Get
Great,
the hell out of my room.
Nice composition as well.
This room is mine now. Everything is mine. You and that singing me sad life has nowhere to go. So how about you pick up your shit and get the hell out of here? What if I don't?
See, this is a substantial improvement on the use of music. I haven't heard music since the first scene, as I recall anyways, and this is a much better use. I don't know if the music is great or bad, but it's low enough that I don't think about it too much. It's great.
Listen here, Charlie Brown. You have two options. One, you can pack up and then you can leave. Fairly well. Or two,
very Indian melodrama, but we'll let it go.
Okay. I'll leave.
Ooh.
You pathetic coward. You sick, stupid sack of shit. God, you make me sad.
I'm still new to this.
You have never played cards before?
No, I haven't.
එහෙනම් අද අපි පොඩ්ඩක් ගහලා පුරුදු වෙමු.
හරි එහෙනම් ඔන්න මම පෙරදුනොත් hina වෙන්න බෑ.
අපි හිමිනා වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
අපි එමු හිතමුකෝ ඉතින්.
I mean, it's not that hard. There are many games. Let's start with an easy one.
This is like middle of the road stock music. It's not great, it's not terrible.
You're in my place. Hey kiddo. What did I just say?
What is with this sign on the door? Is this a public place? Is this someone's house? I'm very confused. I can't read it, so I looks like it might say employees. I'm not sure. But this doesn't look like a person's house that would have a sign just on the door here. So I'm guessing this is a borrowed location.
You're in my place. Now. There's no talking back. Alright? Give me back my place.
I'm sorry. That was a cell phone, right? Not that I mean not that everything has to be perfect, but let's go back.
What did I just say? You're in my place. Now. There's no talking back. Alright? Give me back my place.
Do you understand what the bloody hell I'm saying?
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
I just...
Do you? Or do you not?
I do.
There's no carnival in here. Get out!
That was nice. I wonder if that was planned or accidental. Like the tape gave out or something. It was very nice though. Oh, I thought he was peeing, and then he's pulling up a water to his face. I'm like, what the hell? That was. Going to stab someone with a butter knife? I mean, I know it'll work, but it's a butter knife. Who is this guy?
Come on, get ready. Daddy's also on his way.
I never liked parties. When I was a kid,
Huh?
I would usually just stay home and write or draw something. I miss those days.
What the hell happened to you all of a sudden, man?
I miss her.
I loved mixed light, and this is a great, it's not too much, it's very natural looking, but I love it.
I thought I changed, but now I don't think anyone can completely change into someone else.
May?
Her lighting is far less interesting than his, though. Her lighting is very flat, despite the attempt at depth. His lighting is much more...
Are you coming or not?
You go. I don't think I can come. This is not who I am.
අනේ මේ මල විකාර එන්න බෑ නා ගෙදරටලා ඉන්නවා බම්බුව.
Twin Musicom! And Kevin MacLeod. Kevin MacLeod. Damn you, Kevin MacLeod. That's a cool logo. It looks a bit like a logo for a corporate company, like a finance company, but... And the Indie Crew, which is not a logo I'm too fond of. Well, that was great. Confusing as hell. I don't know exactly what the hell happened at the end there. But it was a great ride. It was a fun ride. Not perfect, obviously, given my commentary, but what an effort. What a great and interesting film. I don't know if it's totally coherent. It's not coherent for me. I don't fully understand what happened and the two different characters, how they intertwine, if they intertwine at all. Are they all the same person? I don't know. I don't have any answers for this film and what it actually means or the plot per se. But I have the same issues with David Lynch films quite often. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I don't fully know what I was supposed to take away from this, something I really enjoy in movies. I like to get a sense where my moral ground or standing is being questioned, where it's like, well, did you think like everything you knew about this? Did you think you were right? Well, you're not. I love it when movies can do that and really hit you over the head with something that you didn't see coming at all. This didn't really do that, but I think it was a great film. I think this director, this set of filmmakers has great potential to do better and better work going forward. So I'm excited to see more work from, I want to say Thisen going forward. So the Catharsis short film was really great. Some acting problems, some things that weren't as strong as they probably could have been with other actors, less focus on moments. I don't know. The film was a little mixed up, but in a good way, in an interesting way that seems like you should be left hunting for meaning in it. And maybe there is a meaning in it if you watch it a second time. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. But very interesting all the same. I'm very impressed with it. I've never made a film quite that interesting. I've been a part of good, interesting films, but I've never made a film that interesting. Or what do you call it? I don't know. I'm not sure. I tend to make films that are very simplistic. The 𝗷𝗽𝗃𝗃𝗃 of films, rather than making films like, God, I don't know, Lucy, or other like mindfuck type film, or any David Lynch type film. So this is a very interesting piece, and I look forward to seeing more from this director and the crew going forward. Very David Lynchy, and I'd like to say that is a compliment. I hope it is, because I'm a big fan of David Lynch. So I look forward to watching this career with great interest. So I appreciate Thisen for opening up his film to me, or her film. I'm not sure, actually. I believe it's a him. I appreciate that. This has been Jawalog, which won't release right today on 5/17/2020, but hopefully it will be released at some point in the future. You can support me through the various channels I have linked below on YouTube. I appreciate you being here and watching this on YouTube, of course, and we will see you next time.